Hello, can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
Awesome, okay. I'll put you down there. I'm gonna put you on mute, okay?
Okay.
Oh. But if you have any questions, please feel free to use the chat.
Okay.
Mhm.
Me pone que tengo que esperar 4 meses más, sí, aproximadamente. No me pones para ahí. No, yeah, that's right. You have eso a mí me llevó con el question. The course they class is the same or you get full? If you follow, so it's gonna be. So you Oh, de gran público.
Pero tuvieron un tiempo opcional, puede ser antes, ¿no? Los 4 meses, ¿por qué no es por el mismo?
Mira, eso es condition.
Alright, do we all have the paperwork that was on that table there? Or did you need a small one and a big one? Do you all have that? Okay, awesome. Are we ready to start? Okay, cool. I have a friend on Zoom, so this is new for everyone, for me specifically. So I'm gonna be standing around here, sitting here, so she can hear me as well. And I'm also gonna be recording these, and I have a Google Classroom. The recordings will be on Google Classroom. You could look at these recordings whenever you want. If you want to study off of them, just whenever you have free time, you can look at these recordings. So I think it's a good time to start. We don't have much planned today, or it's just me today. So I figured what we can do is just go through introductions. Let's see. So if you don't know, my name is Amy Rodriguez, and I'm a legal assistant here. So I'm usually helping Annie and Maria and Brenda with their case files, if you know any of them. My email is right there. It's the best way to reach me. I prefer email, but if you don't have an email, my phone number is there too. I'm a student as well, so I don't recommend phone calls. But if you want to text me instead, that's 10 times easier. But if you do call me, please feel free to leave a voice message and I will try getting back to you as soon as possible.
Okay.
Can you hear me okay, by the way?
Yeah.
You can. I will also have it on our Google Classroom. Mhm. But if you want to, if anyone wants to take a picture of this so that they have it right now, you can. I will have it there. Thank you. Of course. Can everyone see this okay, by the way? It's not too small right now. So we're thinking about using this projector in the future, but we have yet to set it up. So I'm hoping it'll be a lot better for everyone, since it'll be bigger. Are we good to move on? Everyone get a picture? Yes. Okay. So my assistant, he's not here today, unfortunately, is Sydney. You'll get to meet him next week. He's also a legal assistant here, and if you have any questions for him, his email is right there as well. Mhm. He was the one that taught class last time. So here's our department. So I just want to run down everyone here. Annie Jarvis is our coordinator of department. She does a lot for us. Her number's there, but I don't recommend, I shouldn't have put it there. She's currently on maternal leave. She just gave birth to a little girl, so don't call her. Whatever you do, don't call her. Little girls are tiring. But Maria and Brenda are there as well, their numbers and emails. Anthony, he's also another legal assistant on our team. And he can also help with any questions. And our current attorneys who are helping us on our cases are Marlene and Jasmine. So if you have any questions regarding them, please feel free to ask us. And our director is Rose Diaz. Any concerns or questions, her email's right here as well.
Legal assistant is just immigration or in general?
For immigration department. I'll leave that there for a little bit so people can take pictures. Are we good? Okay. So more about me, as I mentioned before, I'm a student. I'm going to Elgin Community College, which is nice because it's close. And I'm studying to get my associates in engineering science. Well, my last semester. So hopefully after that, I can put my full time in here. But yeah, that's just some small thing about me. So now let's get to know each other. So if you see in front of you, you have those bingo cards. So I was hoping what we can do is spend like 15 minutes or so, and maybe we can all get up and play bingo. So there's specific questions on there that will ask, what was, let me see this. So who can spell Eldridge representative? You have to find someone who can actually spell it and you can mark it off.
Yo, I mean,
So the first person to get bingo, yell bingo, and I have a prize for you.
okay.
So, all right, I'll give you guys some time for that.
Okay, so we start?
You can start now. So I recommend getting up, talking to people, write their names there, no cheating. Talk to each other. Okay. And I don't know if you saw on Google Classroom, I posted the bingo on there as well. Or did I? Let me see.
No. See.
Let me double check that for you. Yes? Yeah. So you need to find someone who can answer that question for you.
Ella, pues que era
You want to find someone here. Okay. Let me help you guys out. So I go to you. Do you know how to speak to someone like this? Okay, so I recognize here. And I go to you. Have you lived in another state?
No, tampoco dice eso.
Have you?
¿Ha vivido en los Estados Unidos o no? ¿Tiene hijos inmigrantes?
So I don't mark that. Because she has not lived in another state, so I have to look for someone else who has lived in another state. Who might be off.
with yes, closer to the
21. You can just mark it with an X. Have you sign it? Have you sign it? I'm sorry?
Va por 3 años ahora en mayo.
No, I was trying to get everyone to stand up. And possibly you can find people that. So not, but like other people, so you can find someone named U.S. territory. And they have to sign, someone second name. They have to sign their name there. How do I expand it? I don't need to sign it, no, you can have it, it's fine. Then, but I don't put it,
Más de 30 años, alguien por eso no le compromiso. Gane,
alguien por eso. Pero pues se le quiere parar y llevarlo sin persona.
era antes que él, era Kevin McCarthy.
Okay. I am back. Let me click on the Google Classroom. I didn't. Okay, let me upload that for you really quick.
No, no puede entrar. Pero que van a salir de Se llama Dylan y
Okay, I just uploaded that citizenship bingo so you can also see what I'm talking about. Maybe what you can do is see how many of the boxes you can fill out yourself. Since it looks like it's just you on the Zoom call right now.
Okay.
So let me know if you don't see it.
Mm,
aquí para acá.
Anyone close to a bingo yet?
Bueno, nosotros no, almost.
Are you using each other?
Yeah, you said.
Oh,
No, it's because we already know it's one from the other class.
you want to talk to people?
Yeah.
I'm cheating.
Yeah, like me.
We have a new family.
What makes you think? This is for diferentes.
Yeah, you want to talk to different people for different boxes. Yeah. Okay.
Pero, ok. Esto de hijos, yo no voy a hacer bingo nunca, porque hijos yo no tengo.
No, not you. You have to look for someone else.
No, okay, que tenga.
You want them to sign it, sign the box. Oh. You know, if you ask someone, if they fit in any of those, do you qualify for any in that country?
Viene todo.
Y que no he visto la presidential election. No, no, que tengo más de
Diana.
Entonces solo tenemos que aplicar ahí. Pero yo no, porque yo me la pasaba en el-
Ahí voy a poner Florida.
No tengo muchísimas consolas, porque-
Can name that figure of the house or by you.
Todo de parte de mamá.
Tienes que pararte y hablar con diferentes personas. Okay, let me give you one.
Electrónico.
Actually, let me make a copy of this.
No.
Aquí lo luego una
A ver.
Casi. Estoy muy lejos de casino.
Sí. Yeah. Sí, sí, okay, has been in the country for over 30 years. How long have you been here? I did, and outside. To watch the presidential election. Okay.
Did you find the document?
Are you married to, are you?
No,
You couldn't find it?
no, it's I only let's get to know each other.
¿Estás casada con el hijo?
Let's see. Do you see my screen still?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so let me see if I can.
Yes, what's your name?
So if you stream it, this would be right here.
Okay, ya lo tengo. Oh, nos falta la flor. Oh, do you know the national flower?
Do you see it by chance?
Yes, I do.
Soon, so what do you want me to do?
Oh, no, I was just asking if you see the document that we're
Yeah.
using.
I do see it.
Oh, okay, awesome. I was just curious because what I was just
I
wondering if
just
you're
see
looking.
it now, the bingo.
Okay, cool.
Mhm.
I also because I know you're only one person on here, so I was
Yeah.
thinking you can try filling out as much, see if you qualify for as much of them as possible,
Yes.
Mhm.
or you could Google people and see who qualifies and write random people's names on there too.
No, me falta alguien que me this country.
Mhm.
Next time,
Alright. I'm gonna give you guys 5 more minutes.
everybody's very young. Nobody's gonna be here for more than 30 years.
You gotta look around it. Do you know how to, does everyone here know how to play bingo? So you have to get one line across, down, or diagonal. If you get one
Okay, I
line,
missed you.
if you get one line across, down, or diagonal, you get a bingo.
Oye, ¿tú te sabes la flor? A mí me falta eso. Yo sé cuál es el pájaro, el round robin. Yes, vaya que estamos bien. Hola. Hola.
I have a timer here, guys, so that's how much time you're having left.
Sí, Raya te Raya que se nos volvieron a poner. ¿Qué sabes el nombre del libro? Has estado aquí más de 30 años. Pero las demás, pero sí. El pájaro es. No es round robin. El de la bandera, es verdad, el águila. El águila, es verdad, y yo round robin. Pues entonces el del estado es el round robin. Porque su maestro lo hemos conocido. Pero claro, tiene sentido que el del país sea el águila, porque si no, no estaría en la bandera.
Pues sí. Vamos a poner águila y con águila.
No, yo me sé. Yo me sé.
Sure. So these can name five is the five states like California.
Yeah, just normal
Oh,
space.
okay.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you.
Here. Do you want me to ask you questions and you can type out the answers on the chat? Do you want to try that?
Okay.
So that we can, since we have a minute and something left. Okay.
Mhm.
Can you name 5 US states?
I'm sorry, one more thing.
Sure. Can you name 5 US states?
5 US states? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You want me to write it down?
You can type it on chat. That would be easier. So that we're not, so I can hear you or see it better.
Mm, Okay. Um,
Solo me falta uno.
how you want me to type it here where you say hello, how are you?
Yes, perfect.
Okay.
That's perfect.
Okay. 5 US states, you say?
Yep.
Okay.
Los inmigrantes y tienen más de 3 hijos. ¿Hasta dónde llamas? Daniel, me falta solo la flor, porque pone 3 o más. De la nacional. Como la flor.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep, that is 5. Awesome.
Okay.
Do you know our state or our national flower by chance?
The national one?
Do you know our national flower?
No. No, we only have 50 states on the flag, correct? So, no, I don't know the.
Here, let me type out the next question. Or have you lived in another state? Oh. Okay, it looks like we got a bingo actually. So
No.
you might have to hold off on it, okay? I'll continue in a couple seconds.
Okay.
Okay. Let's
Fine.
Okay.
Acerca de la.
Okay. So let's all right, everyone. We got a bingo. So.
Oh my God. Wow. Thank you. Wow.
Let's all
Oh
take
my
our
God. Thank you. Thank you. I never wanted anything like that.
You're talking. You forgot all about the game last
No,
time.
no, for real.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So let's all take our seats so that we can move on. Okay. It's okay. All right. So I was originally gonna give out these student surveys for you guys to do after, so I can know more about you guys. And I actually listed them also on Google Classroom. But I think what I'm gonna do is just pass them out,
Thank you.
and if you guys can just bring them back on Thursday, so we have more time for our other activities. Would that be okay with you guys? Okay, awesome. So. Hold on, you're right. Well, don't you guys have to- Thank you.
Yes.
Oh, so they're not. No, it's okay. I know there's enough. Let me know if there's not enough and how many copies. But, so yeah, just bring that back on Thursday. And then also I have it on Google Classroom, so what you can do is just email me the survey. When you have the time and chance.
You want me to do the survey or what you say?
I'm sorry. Yeah, so I have a survey on the Google Classroom.
Mm-hmm.
You can email it to me.
Okay.
So that you can also participate in that.
Okay.
Who else just joined? Okay. Oh, also, for whoever's participating in our Zoom calls, if you could say hello and your name, so I know I have attendance there as well. That'd be great. Next thing I wanted to do, I wanted to pass out some white papers to make name tags. So that we can all learn each other's names. And it'll be easier for me to learn everyone's names. So let me just. I tried to, I think it's the easiest way to go. Here. And I also have a set of this. So I think what you should do is just hold it like this. And then trifold. You put it in nice and front. Yeah. Just put it you can hold it like this. And then make it go like here. Oh, like this. I think that's the easiest way to do it. Name. You can cover your name, I can learn everyone's names, and you can learn each other's names as well. Was there enough surveys, by the way? Did everyone get one?
Con tres dobles, ¿verdad?
Oh, sí.
responded. Did everyone get one? Okay, we're missing some?
No, I'd say that. I need this thing.
Okay, let me grab some blank paper.
Okay.
Okay.
Ahí la voy a contar con ustedes.
Pero la señora me dice que Facebook.
¿Y qué te digo?
Que hay alguna no sabes. Y que la mamá firmó y que no habla. Yo pensaba que iba a estar aquí.
Yeah, no, she's a big box. I need you one, right? Did everyone get a blank sheet to write their name? Everyone got one? Okay. And then, did you guys write your names on Zoom as well?
Oh, okay.
Just so I know who's on Zoom.
Okay, okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay,
Mm.
all right. Are we all good? All right, so I want to move on. So I do want to talk about again, everything's being recorded right now. This presentation, our talking, anything I'm saying, recorded, will be posted on the Google Classroom. And if you're interested, please let me know. I will send the email with that. But for those of you who aren't familiar, let me show you really quick. I think you guys might have seen a little bit of it. So this is what our Google Classroom looks like. I've already uploaded these handouts on there. So if you want to print them out on your own and do them, or upload them on like some electronic document and do them on some electronic way, you can do it that way. I have the Zoom link here as well, in case you feel sick or you're busy, you just can't come in, or you're stuck babysitting, you have the Zoom link.
Are you gonna be able to send me with my email? Or where is the page? Where can I find the page?
So I can send the invite link
Right. Yeah,
on email.
perfect.
I also have the class schedule here and just the 100 questions. Oh, and my information is also
Because
down here.
it is Google.
Classroom. So the
I
Google
found
Classroom,
Google documents, but I'm gonna need, oh, yeah.
there we go. So if anyone's interested in joining the Google Classroom, you can actually take a picture of that code, write it down, go Google Classroom, put that in, make sure you write your name so I know who you are. And you will have all the stuff I'm going to be putting on there.
Okay.
Are we all good? Okay.
Yeah.
If anyone doesn't have this or wants the invite later, just email me, text me, and I'll give you the invite for that. And so I want to go over your study guide right now. So when you registered, you were given a 100 question study guide. And there are some questions in there that don't have answers. I don't know if any of you guys looked in them yet, but some of the answers are blue with a website code. So you don't have those answers yet, and I want to give you those answers right now. So if you guys want, you can pull out your study guides, and we're gonna go over those. So for number 20 on your study guide, you wanna have Tammy Duckworth and Dick Durbin as our US State Senator. You can also call him Richard Durbin. Correct, on your study guide of the 100 questions. Did we all have it, by the way, the study guide?
No.
We don't all have it?
No,
Oh, you just forgot it, okay. All right then, maybe just write it on a piece of paper for now then. I'll have the numbers of the questions there as well. Does anyone not have one right now? That they need it, like at all? No? Okay. Did you get one, by the way, on our friends on Zoom?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, cool. Okay, so number 20, would be Tammy and Dick. So our state representative, it varies. So for the Elgin area, it's Raja Krishnamurti. But it changes depending on where you live. And that is the tricky part. So what you can do is if you go to this website here, which I'll also post this website on Google Classroom.
Mm-hmm.
Please. Okay, so if you go to this website here, you can put your zip code in the box. And sometimes it will give you the representative that you have. And sometimes it requires more information. So I think if I put like 60120, I think it asks me for my actual address because it could be Delia or Raja. So it varies. So I do recommend this website to fill that in. But if you have any troubles with it or are confused, please email me. I can help you figure that out.
Okay. Thank you.
County or book, or it doesn't matter which one it is?
I think I'm not sure. I don't think it matters. Because if you look at the district lines for our representatives, it's kind of a mess. It's like a big, ugly puzzle. So I don't understand how the lines work. So I don't think it really matters. Mhm. And I'll make sure to add that to Google so you guys can access that website easily.
Okay. Perfect.
So the President of the United States for question 28 is Joe Biden. The name of the Vice President, let me see if I can move this. Because it's a little annoying. Here we go. So the name of the Vice President of the United States now is Kamala Harris. There are 9 justices currently on the Supreme Court. This is for question 39. Am I going too fast?
No, it's okay.
Okay. So the Chief Justice of the United States now for question 40 is John G. Roberts Jr., or you can also just say John Roberts. The governor of our state of Illinois now is J.B. Pritzker. Yep.
I understand.
If they ask for the name of the governor, we can say like this, J.B. Pritzker, or we have to say the full name?
You can say J.B. Pritzker.
Okay.
J.B. Pritzker.
The capital of our state of Illinois is Springfield, which would be like around here. And I think we're like up here, so it's kind of far. The political party of the president right now is Democrat. And their symbol is the donkey, if you didn't know that. If you didn't know, also Republicans is the elephant. Mm-hmm.
Mm.
The Speaker of the House of Representatives is Mike Johnson for 47. And that's it. Any questions on those notes? Anyone need me to go back for any of the questions?
The 40.
40?
It's just in the United States now.
For the Supreme Court, they gonna ask, like, for each individual or no?
So they ask you for the main person, Chief Justice, which is this guy. They don't ask you about individual names, they just ask you for how many people are on the Supreme Court, which I think was 9.
Who? So they don't ask
Mm-mm.
for the name.
Mm-mm.
of each.
And I saw a question back there. Durbin. Here, I can pull that up for you. You can call him Dick Durbin or Richard Durbin. Dick is the short version of Richard, which is, I think, is super weird,
Yeah, Dick.
but
Come on.
I don't judge, so I accepted it at this point. All right, any other questions? 43? Okay, JB Pritzker for our governor. All right, anyone else? 45 and 47? Okay. We'll do 45 first. Oh, we don't have 45. Is that blue listed number?
46 or 47.
So 46 is Democrat. 47 is Mike Johnson.
Oh.
Anyone else need me to go back? Okay. One sec here. Okay, I have someone who left the Zoom meeting. I have to add them back in really quick. Okay. Google Classroom. Okay. Any other questions here? For these, no? Okay.
So,
awesome.
so for the question, the senators, it's like 3
Which one?
that we have. The 44, I think.
This one?
No. The name of the US senator, maybe I forgot what's
This one?
this one. Yeah. So who is the Chief Justice of the United States? That we had to answer the 2, or we just have to say John Roberts?
You can also say John Roberts. You don't have to say the full name, John G. Roberts Jr. If it's easier for you to remember John Roberts, you can also say John Roberts.
Okay.
And you had the question about Naperville, right? Was that you?
No, that was not me.
That was someone else then. Okay. Is this you, Karen? Let me know if you were able to get back in. In the meantime, I'm gonna move on.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, so I had planned to play some Kahoot today. Because I figured it'd be a good way for you guys to see where you're at in terms of civics knowledge. So we have a Kahoot with the full 100 questions. And that little sheet there has the 100 question, you could put your score in at the end. Hello. You can sign in for me, please. I was gonna have you guys use your phone, but if you don't, if
I
you
don't
can't,
have data.
Okay, I have my tablet. I don't have any other tablets, so I can lend you mine.
We can do it together?
You can do it together if you want. So is that okay with everyone? And then my friends on Zoom can also join Kahoot. Yeah, we can try and see what happens, and if not, I will figure something else out. So, let's see. Okay. Mhm. So, if you're not familiar with Kahoot, what you can do is go to the Kahoot website, which is the kahoot.it. Just put that on your phone. And you put the game pin there in, and your name as well. I
That I
also
have-
have this QR code here if you guys need that.
No.
Learning game.
Let me see.
El no puede desde.
No, la otra donde vienen todos los. Hola, siempre. Déjame ver si tengo copias de aquí.
Este es mi primer día y dice la muchacha que ellas ya han estado viniendo.
¿Qué pasó?
Es mi primer día y dicen que ellas ya han estado viniendo.
Registraste con María. Pues tengo una aquí. Tengo una extra aquí.
Ok, gracias.
¿Sí te dio uno de estos, María?
No, no me dio nada.
¿Sí te hizo esto con usted?
Ese creo sí.
¿Sí te hizo esto con el free test también?
Sí, ese creo sí.
Okay.
Nosotros no avanzamos.
Y te dejo con ese también, el calendario para los pasos.
No, no,
Te dejo con eso.
ok.
You guys want me to make that bigger? It might make it easier. Here.
So what do I need to do?
So what you can do is go to the Kahoot website right here.
Mm-hmm.
This one right here.
Mm-hmm.
You can put this game pin here, or you could try scanning this QR code.
Did I have to download the app? So I can
No, it's a
play?
website.
Oh, it's just a website?
Yep. Yes.
Do we have Wi-Fi?
A Wi-Fi down here. We can track. Let me check.
I have the guest, but I need the code.
Yeah. I don't think I have the password for that, but let me ask and see my boss has it.
Kahoot.
Yep, you can just put your names there.
Kahoot.
Were you able to get in there, Alicia?
1 second. Kahoot.it.
I'm sorry?
Uh,
The
www.
Kahoot.it?
.it.
Yep, .it.
All right. I think I got it. Hold on.
Okay.
So what? The game pin or what? That I have
I'm
to
sorry?
put
Yep, the game pin is on the screen. It's the 87394.
Okay. Okay. And nickname?
That can just be your name.
Okay. What?
If anything, let me ask the receptionist really quick for the Wi-Fi and see if they have it. ¿El pin no te lo pasaste? El otro 73944.
Ya, pero no lo agarro.
¿Y tu nombre?
También a mí me saca.
Saca.
Is there already in there or no? I don't know. For some reason I can go in. I don't know.
Oh, tu nombre, ese nombre ya está usado. Supuestamente. ¿Te da otro nombre? Is there a limit? Let me see. Is that a limit on here that we can change?
94394.
Do you know how to extend?
So
I
think
the number plate,
can-
and I think
can-
Oh, I see now.
like 10 was here maybe?
No, I see that now.
Oh, okay.
It's right here.
Oh, darn it. Oh, that's what it was.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't even know there was a limit.
I put my name.
Yeah. Okay.
Que ya estaba puesto.
Es lo que
Yeah.
pasó. Que hay un límite en el Kahoot que no sabía. Y
El
supuestamente yo nomás puedo tener 20 personas por sesión, pero no sé por qué.
Yeah, I cannot go in there.
No, yo nomás puedo tener 10 personas por sesión, me parece. Porque cuando yo. O sea, ya, como ya tengo 9 personas aquí, pues saltar otra vez, pero nomás puedo poner 10 personas y no sé qué. Déjame fijar lo que puedo hacer ahorita para esto. Y okay. So first things first, I'm gonna go upstairs, you get the Wi-Fi password for that test first, really quick. And then second thing, I think there's a limit here for only 10 people. So I'm gonna see what I can do to extend that right now. So I will be right back. In the meantime, you have those student surveys. You can work on those if you want.
So I'm gonna start driving to my home. So I'm gonna just listening. Is that okay?
That's perfect.
All right.
Alright, I will be right back. Okay. Yeah.
Si me gusta,
También has dicho. A mí el DF es mi lugar favorita en el mundo. Pero debe de estas empanadas, me encantaría vivir allí, pero es carísimo. Más caro que Nueva York. Coriandra,
Las dos
¿Y cuántos años lleva?
La tres. La tres, la cuatro.
Ella estudió aquí.
La cinco, porque hay que ver clases.
Bien.
No. Porque es súper joven, yo podría ser la madre. No, pero su madre era
Ella aquí estudió, chico.
cuando era
Escribí. Así es, vivieron acá, estudió aquí de chico y luego se fueron para mí. Y luego ya cuando yo fui que nos alcancé por la medida por el lado.
Pero pues o sea, es que creo que hay que acostumbrarse a la vida, tal y como está el mundo, con nosotros lo que
Lo que andan diciendo que la tercera guerra que dice. Ah, creo que
Putin está loco,
sí.
pero loco, loco. Y el de como le llamo,
Este chino, sí.
¿Y cuánto ha subido? Pero es que he oído yo que iba a subir y ya me he dicho ¿cuánto? No, yo pagué 800 y algo. Tengo aplicación. Yo creo que se me hace que era dos. Ah, bueno, es que dos. Esta es la de los jueces. ¿No? Científico por un lado.
Vaya que te voy a decir.
¿Cuánto pagas eso?
Yo pagué era colgado.
Pero la mano pues no, perdona, pero no, porque yo en la beca fui a una abogada y me cobró carísimo, no me devolvió. Luego no me daba por instante para letras que pedí, me pasó otro abogado,
Pero sí,
no calificaba como
¿Para qué? Para la de la.
para la regulación, no sé, no, yo para la y la ciudadanía, no, yo lo hice por trabajo. Entonces, mi trabajo pagaba la mitad, o sea, lo que corresponde al empleo, y yo lo que corresponde al empleo, pero tuve que pagar filhos, tuve que pagar. Sí. Y para la ciudadanía no sé qué, porque ganaba más. O sea, para aplicar que tengo un poco, tienes que ganar como 20.000 al año, yo ganaba más y bueno.
Y desde que trabajo more frequently.
Para la ciudadanía, sí.
More frequently.
No, no, tampoco. Solamente se hace cuando haces por medio de tus cosas, porque
Thank you all for waiting. So unfortunately, I was trying to see if I could like find a way to get the subscription as well for this. But at this time, I can't. to increase it. So I don't think you can play Kahoot right now, unfortunately. But I do have the password if anyone still wants it. Anyone?
On Thursday, we can do it on Thursday.
Yeah, I'm gonna try seeing if I can do something on Thursday, maybe organize it a bit better. I'll have an assistant with me actually on Thursday, so.
Is Sydney coming?
So Sydney, actually, he's studying for the bar exam. So it's this week. And if you guys don't know what the bar exam is, it's like the test that you take when you're trying to be like a
Oh, yeah.
lawyer. So it's hard. So he's joining us next week. If you know Maria,
Yeah,
she's gonna be helping me on Thursday.
okay.
So if anything, what we can do is have two going on at once. So maybe we can have like, cause how many people are here? How many signed up? Did we all sign in here?
Yeah.
We all signed in? Cause we have 23. And I think we can only have 10 people. So if we do like 2 Kahoots, I think that can be fun, if you guys are fine with that. And like Maria can do the other one.
For 8 people and you can do 3 screens, 3 different things.
Yeah, maybe if I have a different person coming in to help. I'll have to see who can help me on Thursday first. So in the meantime, couple options. I did prepare the first lesson already. We can go over that. Another option, I also noticed that I have a bunch of people here who haven't registered. Not a problem, obviously. But I don't mind going through that with you. And I also have some information that I didn't get from everyone. So I can get some information from people that I'm missing. Everyone who actually got everything, I don't need anything from, you can leave early. So those are my 2 options right now. Do you guys have a preference?
I would say lesson first.
Lesson first?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Sounds good. We'll do the lesson. We'll try shooting for Kahoot Thursday. So that you guys can keep track of your scores. Keep that little sheet. I'll have more printed off, because I think we're short on some. Let's see here. It's June. Okay. Are you guys still there on Zoom?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay, I noticed that I have one name here. So if whoever can sign their name off as well, so I can have that attendance, that would be great.
My name is Karen.
Oh, Karen, okay, yes, you're able to get in, perfect.
Okay.
I'm glad to hear that. Okay. Okay. All right. I don't have a note sheet printed off for this. Because I did not prepare for this, unfortunately. If I'm being honest, I did not expect this many people. So I do apologize if it's a bit messy today, but I hope to make it better in the future for you guys. What I can do is try making a note sheet for you guys, post it on Google Classroom with the PowerPoint. And if you guys want, you can print it off or ask me to make a copy for you. And I can give it to you and you can make your own notes with that down the line. But whatever is more convenient for you, let me know, if you guys want note sheets. Or if you guys rather just write your own notes in your notebook. Okay, so our first lesson is going to be covering application and filing. So for our N400 applications, for naturalization, there's 6 steps that we do. So first, we file for the N400 application, which would be down here for step 1. And then we have the biometrics appointment, and this is where they get your fingerprints and I think pictures as well, if I remember correctly. After that, they request for evidence. And then you have an interview date. This is where you talk to the officer.
Excuse me, what kind of evidence?
So I believe they'll ask you for evidence of like address, like make sure you live there, or relations, depending on what kind of case you're filing for. So if you're filing for like a grandfather clock case or whatever, you need to prove that he's your grandfather. So there is evidence that you need for that, or if you're applying for what's that one? If you're applying for yes.
If you only live like with your husband and your son, that's like.
If
then
you
I
live
have
with
to
your
say
husband
that.
and son?
Yeah.
Well, if you're applying normally through like a normal process with the 5 required years of residency, and you're doing it by yourself, then you don't, and you're not using like your husband's citizenship as a way to get residency, then I don't believe you need evidence for that sort of thing. But you do, I believe they'll ask for evidence of like, make sure you're living there, at your address,
Okay.
at your house.
Okay.
Mhm.
All right.
So
Perfect.
your interview date is with the officer. The office is in Chicago. I wish it was closer, but Chicago. The oath ceremony is where you solemnly swear to be a good citizen. And then you're finally a citizen, and then you get mailed your oath certificate.
The biometric appointment is gonna be in Chicago too, or like?
Naperville.
Is it
Naperville.
Mhm. Yep. And then also, if any of you are nervous about the test and the interview, you actually do get a second chance if you don't do well your first time at the interview, to retake it.
They do the test on the day of the interview?
Yep, so that's where they ask you, your N400 questions, so questions about you, they ask you your civics questions, they have you write and read questions, so we'll cover more of that in further lessons. So what are some requirements for becoming a US citizen? So you need to be 18 or older at the time of filing. So you also need to be a lawful permanent resident. Unfortunately, you can't skip steps. Continuous permanent residence in the US for at least 5 years, or 3, like I mentioned, if you're married to a US citizen. Physical presence in the US for 30 months or 18 months if married to a US citizen. You need to have good moral character, so your record needs to be clean. Usually like traffic tickets are okay. They don't care too much about traffic tickets. They care if you murdered someone. That is something they care about. So as long as you guys don't murder people, we're okay.
Oh my God. Okay.
Basic ability to read, speak, and write English. So they want to make sure that you can be able to function in their society. Since English is sort of like the main language here in America, they want you to be able to be a part of it. You need to understand the US history and government, which you'll be covering in this class. And need to be able to attach the principles of the US Constitution and oath of loyalty to the US. So what are benefits to becoming a US citizen? You can vote, so you can finally say, I don't want Trump for president, or you can vote for him, whichever you prefer. You can vote for him, not vote for him, but you have that power. You have a US passport for travel, so you can finally go wherever you need to go, without much of a hassle. Petition for family members. So if you have family members who are also interested in becoming US citizens, you can petition for them and you can help speed up the process and make the process a bit easier with your own status. And then you also have protection from deportation. So since you're a US citizen, you are now protected and you don't have to be worried about being sent back to your original country. Since you solemnly swore to be loyal to our country.
But they can remove your citizenship, right, in some cases?
Not that I've heard of. I know residency they can, depending on your moral character. Since you are not a full citizen. Like I mentioned before, they look for good moral character in residency. But once you're a citizen, I think you're pretty much safe, except from jail. So that's the downside. You can do whatever, but there is consequences. So some exceptions for our interview. So if you're 50 years of age and you have 20 years of residency here, you can be exempt from the English exam and take it in whichever language is most comfortable for you. Same goes with 55 years of age with 15 years of residency and 65 years of age with 20 years of residency. Except when you're 65 years of age with 20 years of residency, you only have to answer, I believe, 20 out of the 100 questions or memorize 20 out of the 100. So a lot easier than memorizing all 100. So if any of you qualify for this, let me know. And you're probably in the wrong class then, and we can help you with that. So there's also a medical disability waiver. This needs to be signed off by a medical doctor or clinical psychologist. This shows that the applicant has a physical or mental abnormality. Why can't I say it? Abnormality. There we go. That has impaired his functioning so severely that he's unable to learn or demonstrate knowledge of English or history, civics. This could be a lot like Down syndrome, Alzheimer's, stuff like that, you know. Schizophrenia is another example. The disability has to be at least 1 year old or expected to last at least 1 year old when you do this waiver. And you must be able to take the oath of allegiance. So if you can't do the test and you're still medically disabled, you still have to be able to do the oath, unfortunately. But there are circumstances where they may excuse this depending on your verbal skills. So there's selective service that we have here at the US. These are for men who have entered the US after the age of 26. Sorry, no, that is not right. So men who have entered the US after the age of 26 do not have to worry about selective service. These are for men who are between the ages of 18 and 26. You need to register, there's a website you have to do it in. And basically it's sort of applying you for like Army. So like if they need you for something, they can select you to fight for us, depending of the circumstances. There's a website there. You can actually check if you registered, if you're a male here, through here. You just need your social security number to look and see. But if you didn't come between those ages, you don't have to worry about it. So selective service, oh, you actually talk more about it. So you'll be asked questions about the information on your N4. Nope, that's not the right title. Information on your N400 application. You get to know your attorney's name. And you need pictures and fingerprints to be taken. So those are the things for your N400 things. Selective service is not this. This is the wrong title. Ignore that title. So for the civics portion of this application process, you will be asked up to 10 questions from the 100 questions on the US history, government, and geography, which would be in those packets that I provided everyone. If you did not receive one, let me know. It's also on the Google Classroom if you don't have one or if you like a digital copy of it. So at the test, you need to at least have 6 correct. From what I hear, they usually, if you get 6 correct off the bat, they'll stop the test. You don't have to do all 10. So that's pretty nice. And you'll also be asked English questions. So you'll be asked to read a sentence out loud and write a sentence. And you will be given 3 chances to answer this correctly. But we will be covering writing and reading in this classroom as well. So do not worry. We will work on that the best we can. Any questions here?
Can you tell how many times they give you, like, you can do it again?
For the interview?
Yeah.
So you get one more chance after that. Mm-hmm.
Is like during that year or less than? like,
Within
in-
a few months or weeks. So if you apply, you have 2 opportunities. If you don't pass after the second opportunity, you have to apply again.
Yep, and then
Pay again.
if you don't pass, you have to apply and pay more money. Is what Christina was saying. You should be my teacher assistant sometime. Yes,
No, it's
question?
because they say that in the other classroom.
Yeah, yeah. Question back there?
Portion of it, I didn't get that.
Yes, so for your personal portion of this interview, they're gonna ask you questions on your N400 application. So this would be information like your name, if you're married, your spouse, your children, addresses, school, work, basically all the information that you have. So on that form, that would be your personal. It's recommended that you know your attorney's name. The name will be on that N400. And as well, you need to have a picture. Well, you don't have to have a picture, but just know that for this interview, your picture and fingerprints will be taken for the interview.
And then the number of questions varies, or is there a set number?
So for the interview portion of for the civics portion,
Personal questions.
oh, for the personal, it varies. I don't think there's a set number on those. I think it just really depends on what the officer feels like asking. It's really like a luck-based thing at this point, I hear. So it's either you get like a pretty chill officer or more stricter officer, so really depends. And then you had a question back there? Yeah, I believe if you go, there's a way. You could probably type in selective service, but if not, you could try this website here, the SSS.gov. If not, if you have any problems with that, let me know and then I can look for that for you. I have it somewhere. Unfortunately not with me because I did not prepare for this presentation at all today, unfortunately, but please let me know if you have any problems with that. Any questions here? So what can you do after your oath ceremony? You can register to vote. Do note that voting locations are different for everyone depending on where you live. So always pay attention to that. You can file petitions to bring family members to the United States. You can upgrade or bring up to date any petition you filed with USCIS so they can process it faster. You can update your information with Social Security Office if you change your name. Change your name with Social Security, DMV, bank, etc., or apply for your passport. You take an oath of allegiance at your naturalization ceremony. This is where you make several important promises of loyalty to the US. And I think here I have a video for you guys to watch.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I hereby declare.
On oath. That I absolutely and entirely. Renounce and abjure.
all allegiance and fidelity
To any foreign prince,
Potentate.
state, or sovereign. Upon or which,
I have heretofore. Been a subject or citizen. That I will support and defend.
the Constitution and the laws
of the United States of America.
Against all enemies,
foreign and domestic,
And I will bear true faith
And allegiance to the same.
that I will bear arms on behalf of the United States.
when required by the law,
That I will perform.
non-combatant service
In the armed forces of the United States. When required by law.
That I will perform work of national importance under civilian direction
when required by law,
And that I take this obligation freely.
and undertake all such engagements freely.
Without any mental reservation. Or limitation.
Or representation.
so help me God.
Congratulations, you're American.
Yep, so what you guys saw there was the oath of allegiance. You will have something similar like that when you have your ceremony. So just be aware of that. You don't have to memorize it. As you saw, they had the people repeat after the speaker. So do not worry about that at all. But yeah, any questions on this or the video at all? No? Okay. So a simple version of that oath of allegiance is that you're promising that you do not have any loyalty to any other country, that you believe in the Constitution and will defend it. You will be loyal to the United States. You will fight in the military in a national emergency when the law says I must. I will do non-fighting work, so be like a secretary, work in food services, etc. For the US military when the law says I must. I do other work important for the country when the law says I must. I agree to the freely and without any doubts. So that's basically what that whole oath is saying when you give it. So some tricky vocabulary that I felt was in the presentation. Civics, in case you don't know, the study of rights and duties of citizens. Exception is the study of rights that is incorrect. The good moral, agreeing with the standard of right behavior. Loyalty is faithful to one's lawful government. Petition, a formal written request made to a superior or authority. Principle is a rule of conduct. A medical disability is an impairment in a person's body structure or function or mental functioning. An oath of allegiance is a promise or loyalty to a country. To qualify is to meet certain requirements. Selective service is a system in which men are called up for military service. Let's see. And then now I just have some reading and writing. Let's see what I have though. Okay, so who wants to volunteer to read this first sentence? You both raised it at the same time. Who wants to take it?
Me.
States are in the United States.
Okay, perfect. Yes. Awesome. Who wants to do this one?
Me.
What of the American flag?
Okay, next one will be my friend on Zoom. Alicia, right? Okay, you want to read this one? Okay, who wants to read this one? Alicia, did you want to read this one? Okay. Okay. Yeah, who lived here first? Perfect. Who wants to read this one? Okay, a friend?
When is the Independence Day?
Perfect. When is Independence Day? Do you all want to read it? Do we all want to do it together? Would that make it easier? Yeah, okay. Let's go to the beginning so we can all read it together. Okay, let's all read this one.
1, 2, 3.
How many states are in the United States? Perfect.
50.
Yes. Okay, 1, 2, 3. What are the colors of the flag?
Blue, white, and red.
Perfect.
White, red, and blue.
Perfect. Okay, 3, 2, 1. Who lived here first?
The Native Americans.
Yes.
Yeah.
When is
Independence Day.
July 4th.
Yes, exactly. Who is on the dollar bill? Let's see. Who was George Washington?
A lot.
Okay, so this is all I have currently. Actually, I think I have some writing sentences on here. Let me see really quick. Yep, I do. So, okay, how do I want to do this? Let me disconnect it from this.
Nobody came?
Okay. Can you still see the Zoom?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So now we're gonna do some writing sentences. My friends on Zoom, you can write it on chat, or you can write it on a piece of paper, whichever was more convenient for you.
On the chat.
Stop sharing really quick. So I'm gonna read off these sentences. Are you guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay, first one. There are 50 states. Does anyone need me to repeat?
Yes.
Okay, there are 50 states. Please feel free to raise your hand or ask me to repeat if necessary.
It's important if you put 50 with number or you have to.
Right, it actually doesn't really matter. You could write 50 with a number or write it out, whichever is more easier for you.
Put the-
You can write either or, both are correct. Does anyone need me to repeat? Okay, there are 50 states. Okay, you two did really good on Zoom, by the way. Type it correctly.
Who? Oh.
Anyone need a repeat? We okay? Okay, I'll move on. The colors of the flag are red, white, and blue.
Repeat it again, please. The colors of the flag.
Do you need me to repeat?
Yeah, please.
The colors of the flag are red, white, and blue. Awesome, you did really good, both of you on Zoom.
Yes.
Anyone need a repeat?
Did you make the meat or only the chicken?
The colors of the flag are red, white, and blue.
Did you make the meat or only the chicken? I asked you a question.
Any repeats? Yes? Okay. The colors of the flag are red, white, and blue.
Did you only make the chicken? I guess. Did you only make the chicken or steak?
Are we okay?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna move on. American Indians lived here first. I can. American Indians lived here first.
I make a mistake.
Do you need me to repeat? American Indians lived here first.
Oh.
How are we? Any repeats? You know, friends on Zoom are doing. Ooh. Okay. One of you two were missing Indian.
Yeah, that was me.
And the other one was missing an S, but aside from that, everything else was spelled correctly. Okay. Are we good to move on? Okay. Independence Day is in July. Yes, repeat. Independence Day is in July. Any repeats? Are we okay?
Yes.
Okay. Let's see. Did you guys get it? Perfect. You guys are good. Okay, next one. Washington is on the dollar bill. Any repeats? Washington is on the dollar bill. Any repeats? Are we okay?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, well, this is the last one. Washington was the first president. Yep. Washington was the first president. Does anyone here need a repeat? Any repeats? Repeat? Okay. Washington was the first president. Are we okay? Awesome. Okay. So now I'm gonna connect the board here. Hopefully this works. I'm gonna get you guys back screen share. Where is the? They're not there.
I can hear you.
Stop share. Okay. Can you guys hear me okay over here?
Now, yeah. Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna end the Zoom here. Do you guys have any questions before I end it?
No.
Okay. So I'm gonna have this uploaded on Google Classroom. Just let me know if you have any questions, okay?
Tomorrow, what time is the class?
We don't have class tomorrow. It's gonna be on Thursday at 5 to 7.
Okay, thank you.
All right, well, take care.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you.